Hey everybody, it's me, English teacher Matthew, and we're back with another English learning video. In today's video, we're going to look at the differences between look, see, and watch. If we haven't met already, my name's English teacher Matthew. I'm an English teacher from the UK, here to help you improve your English. If you haven't done so already, make sure you press the subscribe button over here. You can get more free English learning content. And if you think someone can benefit from this video, make sure you share it with them. And you can practice using some of these words here in the comments below, and I will check it later. If you have any questions, also leave them in the comments below as well. But anyway, let's begin today's lesson. Okay, so this lesson was requested by one of my followers, one person who watches this channel often, I think. So this is for you. If you want to see any lesson or you have any questions about English grammar, leave them in the comments below and maybe that will be the next video. So let's get started, shall we? Today we're going to look at the differences between look, see and watch. Three verbs in English that are often confused, especially with Chinese speakers, because the people who speak Chinese, it's pretty much can. So they have the same word in Chinese, maybe it's the same in your language too. And that's why it can be pretty difficult for someone who is learning English. Okay, so let me get my interesting pen and let me try to explain it to you. So with this verb look, all of these are verbs. With the verb look, basically when we look at something, we move our eyes to something. So it's almost like we want to see something, but we move our eyes to it. So I look at you. I look at you. Notice when we have an object, we need to use the preposition at. So we always say look at something. However, in this sentence, over there is not an object. It is just a adverbial phrase, so we don't need to use the preposition at. Obviously, you may also have seen look with other prepositions, such as for. I'm looking for something. That means you're trying to find it. There are others as well, and I think I've done a video about this in the past, and you can check that by looking through some of my old videos. But anyway, we look at something. Now, what is the difference between look and see? Well, when we look at something, we move our eyes towards something. But when we see something, we just notice it with our eyes. So we don't move our eyes towards it. It's just in our vision, right? So from here, you can't see, but I can see a tree. But it's just because my eyes are this direction and it's just in my vision. So we notice something with our eyes, we've got no focus on it. So when someone says, I saw a bird, it's not that they were looking for it or they were watching for it, it just maybe a bird flew by and they just noticed it. And that's why we might use I saw a bird and the verb see. Now let's look at the last one, watch. Now watch is when we focus on something for a long time. That is how I would define that. So I watched Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones is a TV series, a TV show. So we sit down and we watch the television, okay? Because the television is something we look at for a long time. Maybe you watch YouTube videos on YouTube as well. You are watching me right now because you are focused on me and watching this video. And so that's why you might use this word, watch. Usually the something is something that is usually moving or changing. Because if you are looking at something, then maybe that thing is stationary. I'm looking at a tree. It's not moving. But I'm watching a television show, I'm watching a video. But sometimes these two words you may see used interchangeably. Sometimes, for example, you can see the example, I saw a movie, right? You can also see this kind of sentence. What I would say is when we use this verb here, the way I would think about it and the way I think a lot of people would think about it is when you use this, it means you saw it outside of your home. So I saw a movie at the cinema, for example. I saw a play at the theatre, right? But the watch the Game of Thrones here is inside your home, is at home. Okay? So I watched Game of Thrones at home. I saw Game of Thrones in the cinema. And that's how I would tell you, and that's how you should recognize the differences between them. Okay? If you have any questions thus far, please leave them in the comments below. But let's do some exercises. Okay, so let's look at these sentences. There are 4 example sentences, 4 more example sentences to the ones that we just looked at. Maybe you can try to fill in the gaps right now. Have a look at them. Maybe you know what we should put here, which verb should go where. What do you think about the first one? It says, I TV all day at home. And like we said, the verb we should use here is, that's right, very good, watch. I watch TV all day at home. That's obviously present simple. I regularly do that. But maybe I want to talk about yesterday, so I'm going to say I watched TV all day at home yesterday. Watch TV because we watch TV and it's at home. And like I said, one way we can differentiate when we want to use see or watch is that maybe we watch something at home, but we see a film at the cinema. I saw a film at the cinema. We tend to use I saw a film at the cinema. We tend to say that actually. I think most English users, most good English users would use see in this way. But like I said, you can use watch. I don't think there's a rule against it because, like I said to you before, we watch something moving or changing, and that's what a film is. This one is looked at, because we need to use at because this is her, it's the object, right, of look. So we should say, I looked at her for some minutes. I just looked at her. Maybe because she was so pretty and so beautiful. The last one, what do you think about this one? What do you think? Which verbs go where? Well, this one here should be, I saw a bird while looking at the tree. So, we should say while I was looking. Sorry, poor grammar. But yes, I can say I saw a bird while I was looking at the tree. So here I saw a bird. It just came into my view. I didn't move my head towards the bird. I just saw it while I was looking at the tree. Maybe because the bird lives in the tree. But anyway, it's your turn now. So what I want you to do is leave some comments in the comments below, practicing using these words. And if you have any other questions, just ask. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. I hope you learned something new. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, keep practicing.